Hey friends, Tim Mann here, Church Builders International, with this week's edition of 2 Minutes of Healing, where I bring one verse of Scripture and expound upon it the principles of biblical healing and health. We're here in Matthew chapter 16. This is our second week, verse 19. And in red letters, Jesus is speaking. He says, I will give to you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. My goodness, we have the keys, my friend. And here's a big key he gives us right here. Two sides to this key. He says, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Do you realize you can bind sickness and disease in your life? You can stop it. You can say, no, you don't. You just need to learn how. We've not been taught these things, and yet it's all the way through the Scripture. It's the keys to the kingdom. The second thing is you can loose on earth, and heaven will support you and loose in heaven. You can loose yourself from sickness and disease. You can loose your family. You can loose your children. Get rid of sickness and disease. Many people are unknowingly tied to sickness and disease, but they need to be untied and loosed from it. The word loose means to unbind, to unfasten, to untie, to disengage, to set free, to set liberty, to deliver, to break free, to reverse the result of tying by untying. And it's interesting, this word is the opposite of bind, which means to tie up, to incarcerate, to imprison, to shackle with chains, to handcuff, to restrict, to cause someone to be under the authority of someone or something else. So many Christians are under the authority of sickness and disease. They are bound by it, but they don't realize they can bind the sickness and disease, and they can loose themselves from sickness and disease. You need to learn how to do this. We have all kinds of stories in the New Testament on how to bind sickness and how to loose ourselves from it. We're going to come back next week with part 3 of this lesson, and we're going to show how Jesus loosed a woman in the Gospels from sickness and disease. God bless you.